How to get to heaven. The philosopher Nietzsche talked about living life as if you'd have to live it over again for eternity. Imagine that. With your current life, would that be heaven or hell? Maybe your life hasn't been ideal, and the thought of repeating it forever terrifies you. But happiness and misery do not exist out there in what happens to you. They exist as chemicals and electrical signals purely in your brain. We imagine heaven as a place where we are forever happy, and hell as a place where we are forever miserable. Well, keeping in mind that people who win the lottery often end up depressed, it becomes obvious how to get to heaven. Learn how to be happy in any situation. Now, this doesn't mean that you should be happy, and it doesn't mean that all you need to do is tell yourself to be happy. In fact, misery serves an evolutionary function. It motivates us towards change. So, if there is something that makes you miserable, acknowledge that you want to work on changing it. But you're going to spend a lot of time in the journey there. In fact, if your life repeats indefinitely, you're going to spend eternity in the journey there. To make your life heaven, all you have to do is enjoy the journey. It doesn't matter how actually shit and unfair the journey is. Want to get to heaven? Have an attitude that you enjoy. It doesn't need to be totally positive. I personally love being cynical, but you can't control the way your life was always going to end up. You can provide output from your brain to the environment, but at the end of the day, whatever happens, happens. Just enjoy yourself. All you can control is your attitude and your happiness. I'm not saying it's easy to be happy. I'm simply saying that your happiness does not depend on what happens in your life. Let me put forward the crazy notion that people only really feel good, but the emotion that feels good just changes depending on the situation. When your dog dies, being happy doesn't feel really good. Being happy feels pretty bad. Being sad feels good. But what if you made the decision to be happy for the incredible life the dog had? Between the reality of the dog being gone and the reality of the dog having had a great life, there are two legitimate perspectives that will make two different emotions feel good. One will make the sadness feel good, and the other will make melancholic happiness feel good. You can't choose how to feel, but you can decide on what perspective to have. In reality, life probably doesn't repeat. You only get one heaven or hell, but you might as well make it heaven.